How's it going, everybody? Goldhat here, and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be entry 1 of my Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance walkthrough guide. In this entry, we are going to be starting right in the companions of IceWind Dale, and that is going to be Act 1, Goblins at the Gate. This is essentially the first campaign mission, so let's go ahead and jump right in. So right before we jump into our first campaign mission, I do want to throw a couple things in here real quick. As soon as you load up the game, you will have a character selection screen. You can go ahead and choose whoever you want. There is going to be 4 choices. It's completely up to you. As soon as you do that, you will be at this base, and then there is going to be a tutorial that you can do for your fighting, and that's just going to kind of break down all the controls for you. But we're going to go ahead and skip all that because I'm sure you've already done that. So once we do get to our camp after the tutorial, we want to view the map. This is going to be our map where we can start our missions. Now there is only one place going to be open, and that is going to be Companions of IceWind Dale. This is going to be our first campaign, and our first act in this campaign is going to be Goblins at the Gate. So we're going to go ahead and start that up. You can choose whatever difficulty you want. If you just started, I suggest just doing difficulty 1, and then once we start that up, we need to come over here, and we're just going to go ahead and go start this mission.
I think you might be the best friend I've ever had.
Dwarves are gone! These are our lands now! Tear down their statue! Tear it down! Tear it down! Whoa! Open shop! It's icing death! Icing death is dead!
Dragon looks hungry, boys!
That's the icing death's mate! IceWind! Dwarven Dale! The Queen of Storms! IceWind!
Centuries asleep and I wake to this! Vermin in my dale! I'll freeze you all screaming!
So this is going to be the beginning of Goblins at the Gate, and I do want to break down real quick how I'm doing my walkthrough guide. So on the right side of the screen is the main objective, and then right below that is the optionals. I'm going to be completing all of these in this mission. So our first one is going to be the Dwarven mug that I just picked up there, and there is going to be a lot of coin purses and a lot of resources that we can get. I'm going to go ahead and show you all the locations, so the chest, the coin purses, and our resources, all of that. I'm going to go ahead and show you all the locations to that, along with getting our optional collectibles. Now there are a couple tombs as well that I'll just go ahead and be picking up. I just want to throw that all in here. Now if you've already beaten this level and you're just looking for the optional collectibles, now I will have separate entries for those. So at my channel you can find those videos there. It will be a lot quicker to just watch that if that's what you're trying to get. It should be about a 4 or 5 minute video instead of this full version of the mission, which is going to be about 30-40 minutes.
sabotage.
More foes to fell.
Come, goblins. Meet your end.
So after we clear a checkpoint, I do want to point this out. We have the option to increase the loot rarity or take a short rest. A short rest is going to give us a checkpoint spot, so if we die, we can just spawn back there. But if we choose to forego that, we can actually increase the loot that we pick up. So in our chest, we'll get more coin, and anytime it drops an item or we pick up an item, it has a chance of higher rarity. The more times you do this at your checkpoints, the higher rarity you will get, and it does work fairly nice. So I highly recommend the first couple checkpoints. If you can get through them, go ahead and skip them until you get about midway through the level, then throw down a checkpoint if you want.
Goblins in Verbeeg lay siege to the Battlehammer halls. I'll break this siege and then see what damage has been done within.
Any dwarves left inside? There are. They're hiding. Hope they're not planning a surprise attack. We can scout some new holes around here.
I don't know, Grub. This place...
Take your health.
Wait a second.
For the people of Ten Town.
Stop us all! got a clue.
Boy, it's a pickle.
Yeah, it's a real puzzler, all right.
You force my hand. Guinevere, to me! Face me, foul champion!
There's a fight. Why do I...
My work continues.
We'll regret.
But they know how to siege well.
Full of 10 towns. Another chance to make the Dale safe. For the people of 10 towns.
It's time to fight!
This one's had training.
We won't be defeated!
So real quick, on the right is going to be an attribute point that we can get if we go through that door. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to open up that door. We just need one of the keys. The key is going to be right here. All we need to get is warmed up by that fire. We can walk on that ice, and now we are ready to go unlock this door, and we can get an attribute point.
Enemies of the Dale! This one had training.
You will not steal this.
Enemies of the Dale! Another chance to make the Dale safe.
Next up, once we come down here, there is going to be another mug that we can pick up. It will be right here. And if we go over to the right, we will have our objective here, and that is going to be an optional one. And it's just going to be that target down there. I'm going to go ahead and go down there and show you how I just defeat him. Now, if this is your first playthrough or your second or third, he could be quite difficult. So my advice here is to just unlock this sword right here so we can go across the ice. And that way we can just go over there, get a couple hits in, and come back if you so choose. Or you can just use projectiles. But another thing that does help a lot is if you can get behind him and start hitting him, or try to lead him onto the ice or push him onto the ice, it will deal about 180 damage to him and will just be repeated, and that way he can die a lot quicker.
Target! I'll mash you to paste!
Who stands against me? Come, Verbeeg. You can feast on my blades.
You'll make me a tasty elf treat. You beat me good. Lining up. Elf hardly makes a meal. Got me a target.
You force my hand.
You don't gotta tell me.
They all got out. They got out? They're gone? And why are we sieging? Well, not sure. Knowing well, I think we're winning.
Another chance to make the Dale safe.
Elf hardly makes a meal. Lining up. Casting out me snare. Don't tease me, Elf. My mouth's already watering.
Another battle ahead.
out me snare.
Huh? Another chance to make the Dale safe. My work continues.
How am I gonna eat you when you're way over there?
I'm near my end. Goblin siege engines continue to be a threat. They must be destroyed. My work continues. It's training.
Help's arrived! Ears up!
Guinevere, strike!
My work continues. More work to be done. Who stands against me? My work continues. Enemies of the Dale! Another battle ahead! You force my hand! Another battle ahead!
How's she getting on then, you?
Seems like the dwarves are gone. All that's left is to break into their halls and loot the place clean.
Ah, shit.
What? That's good news.
I was hoping to catch a dwarf myself or to have a strap in the snag.
Kafoy! A drow!
I can't do it, help me. Swords make twice the
My end.
Where you put the place? This supper simmer. Time to scrap. Who rung the dinner bell? Where you?
Lone intruder, you know what to do.
Young magic. Vulnerability.
Come on. I can almost taste ya. Open up some fresh meat.
New Young magic protects this one. I might not live through this.
What business you got there, you fight? Ready for to catch.
You'll regret this.
Gonna hook me a trophy. Come on, elf. I can almost taste ya. Straps on, boys. What business for you, boys?
Guinevere, to me!
It's time to fight. At my target.
aggressively recruiting us.
They prey on the weak. We...
More work to be done. Enemies of the Dale!
No!
So I do want to point out that is both of the side objectives that we have now completed. I will have separate videos on those just in case you're here for those. But once we get up here, we are going to have our double little boss fight. Once we do that, if you die up here, you will spawn right back up here. So don't feel like you're going to go back to your checkpoint if you die. I just want to throw that in here real quick. I'm going to die and I'll just be back right here and then we can fight them off. And then we are ready to close out this mission.
I might not live through this.
You make me a tasty elf treat. Just got rid of the dwarves and now Durgar.
I defend these lands.
You're gonna die,
Elf hardly makes a meal.
What now?
Hit on that hook. Oh, you'll make me a tasty elf treat. Pesky elf, barely worth the trouble.
Oh, God! Get that drow!
Booyah magic. Booyah magic. Booyah magic. Huh? Booyah magic protects this one.
Don't much care for this elf fight.
We're on our side! I want drow blood!
I might not live through this. To me!
So that was our rewards screen, and that's going to be showing us all our stats through the mission that we just played, and it will also reward you with your equipment. But I also want to show you a couple things. So once we come out of the mission, we can pull up the back button, and that is going to show us our attributes and our character sheet. This is where you can put those points on. I'm just going to go ahead and do that real quick. On this screen as well, we can equip and we can look at our journal, and that's just going to give you more of the lore here. I do want to point out that any of the equipment that we got from the chest, we are not going to be able to have unless we go up to the chest and grab them from the chest, which I will do right now. So now that you are interacting with this chest, it will give us all the items that we picked up through that last mission, and we can also quick equip those if we want. You can go ahead and do that if you want. We can just grab all of them and go back to that screen on your character sheet, and that way you can just put on what you want, like so. Another thing with this character sheet, you can also adjust the moves that you will unlock here, and that is the screen for that. So here is the equipment, and you can just put on what you want. I'm going to do that real quick, and then I want to show you the merchant, what you can do over there real quick, and then that's going to be closing out this entry.
All right, Driz, take a look.
So this is going to be the merchant that we can interact with, and we can manage our equipment here, and that is just upgrading what is already on us. And then we can also adjust what the feature looks like, as in skins. We can adjust those once we unlock them, and then also we can actually upgrade our resources so we can have what we do not have if we need to upgrade that material.
Always a pleasure.
And I'll go ahead and do some upgrades like you've seen, and then we can go ahead and close out as we look through these other tabs.
What a good choice. Good eye.
So in this entry, we have now completed Goblins at the Gate, and that is going to bring us to our second act, which I will be picking up in entry 2. So as always, I hope this walkthrough guide has been super helpful. If it has been, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. If you have any questions at any time, feel free to drop a comment down below, or you can hit me up personally on my Instagram. The link is going to be in the description box, and I'll see you guys next time. Goldhat, signing off.